Hello and welcome to my blog. Today I would love to talk about generosity. And what is it? What is generosity and who should we be generous to? I was having a massage with my therapist, and she's somebody that I love so much. And when we're having massages, we're always sharing and talking. And she's having this problem with her mother-in-law. And anytime she talks about her, I can feel how she doesn't like her. Actually, it's not even that she doesn't like her, because most of us, I think, just love because that's who we are. But we having this problem, there is something we resent the person. And when I say to her, why can't you call her and just clean that up? She just couldn't. Her whole body and face start looking just like somebody who's just resisting. And I looked at her, and it just was clear to me. I was present to only one thing: her not being generous with herself. And I say, wow. Does anybody know that you are mad? No one does. Everybody's doing their lives. Everybody's doing the best they could every day. But you, who is the one that refuse and resent and not accepting and not understanding, you are not being generous to your own self. So if you are somebody who think you are generous just because you buy gifts to people, because you give them money, because you care, see if you are that generous with your own self. Because yourself is waiting. Yourself is the one who needs for you to give her or him. So for the longest, I thought being generous was giving things to people. But being generous is giving to yourself. And this world is just not generous, because we resist. We resist our friends. We resist our parents. We resist poverty. We resist life. We resist people that have money too much. We resist people who doesn't have enough. So many resistance. How can we be generous? Generosity is really when you're giving to yourself, and you know you are giving to only yourself. It is something very not simple to understand, because somehow we believe it is to give to somebody else. There is nothing you can give to anybody else here that really matters. Because if it was very crucial, that thing you had to give, and you're the only one that can give it, the day you're not here anymore, everybody else will die and follow you, because we won't be able to survive without what you're having to give. So you only giving to yourself. So knowing that now, how could anybody not wanting to give to themselves? Since anyway, we all right. We all think we are right with our beliefs. If you're right with your beliefs, how come you're not happy? If you're right with your beliefs, how come it is so hard for you to really connect with anybody? Since you're right, how come you can't give to yourself? My massage therapist, of course, if you ask anybody, are you somebody generous? Yes, I love to give. I'm very generous. But yet you are with the unhappy self that resent the whole world, that resent even one person in this world. And that person is part of your world. And that person is the mother of the man that you're saying that you love so much. I said to her, when you choose your man, did you choose just your man, or did you choose the whole package, what he's coming with? So let's see generosity for what it is for. Seen like that, she looked at herself, looked at her body, looked at how that toxic thought is in her life. That anytime she talks about that woman, she has heat coming out of her body. Is it worth it? So again, I want us to see generosity for what it is. As long as you believe you are giving to anybody out there and not to yourself, or you value what you give to others more important than what you give to yourself, you are not being generous. Being generous is seeing yourself in what you give. I would want to talk about people who are having charities, giving to the world. And it's beautiful to just think about giving to themselves. It's only when you give to yourself that you give to others. And look at what they are giving us the while they are doing something that makes them happy. When you're really giving to yourself, it's beautiful. People see nothing but beauty. And beauty you will leave us. But when giving to the poor country make us think about poverty, see poverty on TV, people have to look ugly and dirty for us to feel pity, that's not generous. Because you're leaving us with the image of a world where something is wrong. But that's what we all do. In our way of giving out, we're leaving a whole story of nothing but something that no one has to deal with. That's not generous. So again, let's see generosity. Let's make it about us. Let's make it about us leaving nothing but print of beauty. And the day we wake up to how generous we could be and the power that is in being generous, then the world will be a better world. Because we're going to make it about us leaving our print of nothing but beauty, of nothing but abundance. That's my intake about generosity. And for today, let's be present to how generous we could be to ourselves so that it's reflected outside in our world. And I see you tomorrow.